Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. 11 years ago, the U.S. government announced that rising carbon emissions was going to cause the demise of snow in California. And a little over a year ago, the Los Angeles Times announced that a no-snow California could come sooner than you think. This worker at Squaw Valley, California, photographed today might have a different opinion about that. Snowpack in California is at an all-time record high for the date. People in Lake Arrowhead, California can't even get to their homes. There's huge amounts of snow on the ground and much more snow in the forecast. Life is very difficult right now for people in California's mountain towns. Ski resorts in California are having a very difficult time staying open because they have too much snow. Squaw Valley has had near record levels of snow about half of the year since 2010. Lake Tahoe is having their snowiest and coldest winter on record. Lake Oroville is almost full and water levels are at a record high for the date. Let's take a look at how the press is reporting on this. They continue to insist that the western United States is having the worst drought in more than 1,000 years. CNN says that California's climate crisis is intensifying quickly and taking a heavy toll on residents. A few weeks ago, the press said climate change made the drought 20 times worse this year and there is no relief in sight. Scientists can see climate change's fingerprints all over this year's awful droughts. Meanwhile, back in the real world, human beings see snow on California's beaches. But experts say it's getting too warm to snow in the California mountains. The U.S. government says that almost the entire state of California is suffering drought. Any rational person would understand that California is not experiencing a drought at the current time. But in the past, California has had very severe droughts which have lasted for hundreds of years, and they had nothing to do with carbon emissions. The western U.S. has suffered very severe droughts in the past which have wiped out entire civilizations, like the Anasazi, who dominated the culture of the Southwest for hundreds of years. The Anasazi were wiped out by a 70-year-long drought during the 13th century. H.L. Mencken said, "The most dangerous man to any government is the man who's able to think things out without regard to the prevailing superstitions and taboos. Almost inevitably, he comes to the conclusion that the government he lives under is dishonest, insane, and intolerable." Toto figured this out a long time ago. You can visit him, Kyrie Caesar, Toki Upala, and the 4 new puppies on the web at RealClimateScience.com.